John chapter 15 and 1 to 16. And Jesus said, I am the true vine. My Father, He is the gardener. He cut every branches in me that does not bear fruit. And those that bear fruit, He pruned them, that they may be able to bear more fruit. No more can ye, except ye abide in me. For a tree on its own cannot bear fruit, except it is connected to the vine. A branch on its own cannot bear anything, except it is connected to the vine. For without me, ye can do nothing. So we see it clear here that we are in a period where we need to recognize that there is urgency for us to look around and see how devil has corrupt and how devil has infiltrated and distorted the plan and purpose of God in the life of people around us. Are you just a Christian and you are pleased to be going to church? And when you go to church, you only worship God and return back to your home. How about the people that are languishing under the oppressions of darkness? How about the people that are not saved? And because they don't have anyone to tell them, how can they be saved when there is no teacher? How can they believe when there is no instructor? And you are sitting in the comfort of your house and saying, well, if Jesus, he will blow the trumpet, I will surely make heaven. How? The Lord Jesus has commissioned his disciples. He called them and he did what? He appointed them for this work, for the great task of harvesting also. Jesus Christ is called the caller, and we find that the caller, even from the book of Genesis, even to Revelation, he has a particular way or attribute. Number one, the caller, he called Abraham in the book of Genesis chapter 12, from verse 1 to 3. You know that he said, the Lord called Abraham out of his kindred, out of his people, out of his nation. And he called him to go to the nation, Genesis chapter 12, that he will share to him, and he said to him, look, in blessing, I will bless you. And multiply, I will multiply thy seed like the stars in heaven, and like the sands of the seashore. I will make thy name great. And curse be upon everyone that curses you. Blessed be upon everyone that blessed Abraham. So you see that when God sent you forth for this soul winning, for rescue for soul of people that were to be destroyed, to rescue them from the dungeons of darkness, because a lot of people have tried every means to survive. They have tried every means for solution to their life, but they have never tasted Jesus. And Jesus is the way, He is the truth, and He is the life. No man can come unto the Father except by Him. So, well, how can they believe except they have a person that will direct them? And you are the person. You are the disciple that the Lord Jesus Christ has ordained that you should go forth and to bear fruit, and that your fruit should remain or abide. Therefore, ask anything of the Father in my name, that He may give it to you. So, he called Abraham, and he later revealed himself to him that he is a God Almighty. That is Genesis chapter 17, verse 1. He said, I am the God Almighty. Abraham heard this. Walk before me and be thou perfect. Be thou perfect. So we say that to be perfect here, as Jesus interpreted in the New Testament, is that ye must be born again. Except a man be born again, he cannot see the kingdom of God. Even though God has called Abraham into the vineyard, God told him, walk before me and be thou perfect. So, we see that the caller also, when he called Moses in the book of Exodus chapter 4 verse 4, he introduced himself as God of thy father. He said, I am God of thy father, the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, and the God of Jacob. by the name of these three people, they have establishment in heaven. When God heareth the name of this one, he remembers the covenant of salvation unto mankind. So he sent Moses, even though at that old age, Moses was able to lead God's people from the land of bondage. That is why you and I also must be able to rescue the people that are worldly, the people that have not received this gospel, and to bring them to the knowledge of the Lord Jesus Christ. But how do you do this? You do it through the altar of prayer. You don't wake up and say, well, I am born again and I want to go to the atmosphere and I want to win soul for Christ. You must be at the altar of prayer. That is why the Bible says, my little child, of whom I shall be in birth until Christ be formed in you. So, my little child, the person may be an old man, but is your child in the spirit. You are nurturing, you are bringing the person up to grow in the knowledge of Christ Jesus, and by so doing, you are making harvest, establishing soul in heaven. So, we see here that he called Moses, and through Moses, the people of Israel were able to know who God is. Because it was in the book of Exodus chapter 15 that they understood verse 11. Now, who is like unto thee? Who is like unto thee? Oh, Lord, who is like unto thee? Oh, Lord, among the gods, who is like thee? Glorious in holiness, fearful in praise. All is done, his wonders, hallelujah. This song was released that very day and it was sung by him. So the people of Israel began to get knowledge and understanding of the nature of God. They have heard it before that God did like this unto Joseph. He did it for their forefathers. But they have not experienced miracle in their life. But it was Moses that brought miracle face to face to them. Say, oh, see a man are falling down from heaven. They were able to eat, and when they also complained, they needed meat. The Lord brought quail from the sea and made the fowl, the quail, to come out of the sea, and it began to land round about the people of Israel, so that you can be able to kill this quail fowl. And it's a very sweet meat. You can be able to kill and eat as much meat as you can. When they tested in the wilderness, through the work of this evangelical work, and the Lord gave them water, and they drank, and everything that they needed. None of their feet was swollen, even their clothes, even their shoes, everything was intact. All through the period they were in the wilderness, miracle, mighty hands of God. There was light for them, pillar of cloud to direct them on the right way to follow. And also in the night, there was always light for them. They never dwelled in darkness. This, they experienced God when they enter into God's agenda of so many. So, they called upon Joshua as well. He introduced himself as Elohim. I am Elohim. So, the ever-present and powerful God. That same God that was powerful in the hands of Moses is same as strong and powerful in the time of Joshua. Also in the caller in the book of 1 Samuel chapter 3 verse 4. He called the little boy Samuel. 1 Samuel chapter 3 and verse 4, and said unto him, look, I am he that I am. So he revealed himself to Samuel as the judge of the children of Israel. And Samuel judged in righteousness. He judged in truth. And also, what about the caller? He called David in 1 Samuel chapter 16 verse 13. And later, he related to him as a shepherd. Say, I am your good shepherd. Psalm number 23. I am the good shepherd. The Lord is my shepherd. I shall not want. He maketh me to lie down in green pasture. Beside the still waters. He He introduced himself as the good shepherd unto David. And David, he trained upon this particular power of the gospel. The Lord is my shepherd. So the shepherd will always carry the lamb on his shoulder. He will never allow the lion. He will never allow the bear. He will never allow the leopard to come and tear the sheep apart. This, the people were able to get to know God more and more. That is, the way God revealed himself to you is different from the way he revealed, for God is the same God. God is the same God. So, also in Jeremiah, God called Jeremiah and he later established him to Jeremiah as the fenced city, iron pillar, the bronze wall. That is, God showed himself in that area unto Jeremiah. So we see that in the New Testament, our God attribute is revealed when he said that he told them in the book of Matthew chapter 10, he revealed to himself to the disciple, I am the bread of life. He that eateth of the bread of life, they say will never taste any death. That is why when Jesus was to eat the Last Supper, he used his hand to break the bread and he distributed it with his own hand unto every of the disciples. Say, take, this is my flesh, is the real food. This is my flesh, is the real food. And also, he also gave them wine. Drink, this is my blood for the New Testament. For everyone that taketh of this, the same has passed from death unto life.